Yo 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 chat. Oh, that was kind of cringe, but like okay. Chat. I open my chat up in OBS, and I'm gonna send this to my friends because I like shameless self promo. Are you guys surprised? I hope you guys were. Let's share, copy. Made. Okay. I am Loki cons. Oh. I'm calling that out of my. Okay. Save. Skip. Crazy two-step verification docs. Hang on. The X isn't showing up. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Anyways, I'm drawing some new assets today. This is gonna be my new background. I hope it looks good. You know what? You know what? Screw it. We're adding window capture, opera. Okay. Hang on. We're gonna. I am currently watching this stream by I stream delay this video by many minute
and that
man.
is,
and I would like y'all to watch as well because I like many minute man. Hang on. You know what? I'm gonna restart my PC face. Haha. Opera. What's the other opera? Opera, space opera, kimi toite aria mo iga la buga so na kienai opera sore demo iya sono ega uto namida mo ukiyo na aijo mo zen mo sete sarata ta 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 utaeru tu 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 悲劇だ、はい、ラタタタタタタタタラタ、歌えるトゥトゥトゥ。 Tututuruturutu, haruka kanata ako'y moshita kimi o totoki special opera. Hang on. Ayun! Okay. You guys will see this in the top here, I guess. I think this is a good place to see that. You know, I don't really look at that side of the screen when I'm drawing, so I think that's a safe place to put it. And then...
They're even worse than I thought. And they're not even worth doing their own video on. Which is why I am very excited to present to you the final part of Shane Vides' Truth Debunked. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle the fuck up, because it's time for the pseudo-archaeology speedrun. As I was going through Shane's pseudo-archaeology videos, I noticed that they had a shockingly low percentage of actual content to him just sort of rambling and selling things. Again, say what you will about Philip Ziba, but his pseudo-archaeology videos were like 3 to 4 minutes long, and he actually said a lot of things in it. Where with Shane, it's more like each video is about a minute long, and maybe like 15 seconds of it is actually saying something. So what I did is I collected like 25 of my favorite pseudo-archaeology videos from Shane, and I boiled them down to their essential elements, to their essential oils.
I should probably turn off my notifications. Where's my D&D?
We are going to do a lightning round, or I guess more of a lightning
Do
round.
not disturb. Do not disturb.
When you're making a 3-part series where each part is 2 hours long, there's no such thing as fucking lightning. There's no such thing as lightning? Oh my god. Did you know that the ancients used to believe that lightning could increase your fertility?
Modern men's sperm counts.
Now honestly, it was a little bit tough to trim the fat off these videos. Because most of the things in these videos are his little, like, you know, conspiracy-isms. You know, things like this.
Ancient mysteries. That contradicts the official narrative. And there's a bit of a cover-up going on around it as well. Them involved in the cover-up of many things.
What do we really know about the history of this Earth other than what we're officially programmally told?
And I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say that these are just my favorite part of these videos. So I also took
you did not see that, okay? You did not see that.
For a glorious grand finale firework display of craziness at the very end of this video.
You did not see my real name, even though it does. You know what, it's kind of a common name, I'm probably safe. Oh my days, I'm doxing myself.
Speedrunning through like
oh my days.
Giants, editing team, you know what to do.
So we have these giant doors.
The doors were giant because they look cool and they were on buildings that were also giant. They're also
I'm gonna test something. If it shows up. Okay. Do I hear the audio on my dum 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 dum, if it shows up. Dum dum.
Do I hear the audio?
So it so it moves to my laptop. The audio moves to my laptop. Okay, so I can't hear it here, but I can hear it on the laptop. Noted. Okay. Okay. Now, where was I? I think I need to probably add a bit to the contrast here, so I'm gonna make this a bit lighter. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Oh, that's weight. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of a, like, kind of dark oakish. Wait, dude, oh my days, I'm so stupid. I could just look up Minecraft reference pictures. Hang on.
Years old, so if human giants
Minecraft.
in any way, we would have a lot more evidence than just big fucking doors.
Newspaper clippings.
Minecraft shelves.
Prehistoric giant skeleton found. Arizona, prehistoric giant with very long arms found. Maryland, gigantic skeleton.
Oh my days. There was an easy way.
Discoveries of giant bones cropped up in newspapers in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Firstly, everyone was looting the tens of thousands of Native American grave sites all across the country. Since the these idiots weren't archaeologists, they would find these bones and be like, whoa!
Also, I just realized now that this is a relatively new
The second reason, and I cannot
event.
believe I have to explain this to Shane of all fucking people, is that the job of a newspaper is not telling the truth, it's selling newspapers. The newspaper market was really competitive at this time, so if newspapers ran articles like this, they'd sell more papers and make more money. It's crazy to me that someone who doesn't shut up about the corrupt mainstream media puts his 100% faith in an issue of the Santa Fe New Mexican from 1910.
Smithsonian Institute comes along, scoops them up, says we got to check to make sure they're
Okay,
authentic,
so
and then they
let's
lose
make
it.
The claim that the Smithsonian Institute destroyed giant skeletons
the
comes from
shadows.
a article
Let's
from a
do
fake
the
news
thing
website called
with
the World
like
News
warm
Daily
shadows
Report.
and
Even though
cool
this is essentially
highlights.
like quoting the Onion, conspiracy
Even though it's
theorists
probably
are
not gonna be
constantly
consistent with my
because
model,
their
but like
sheep
that's
will
fine.
blindly
Hey,
trust
wait,
anything
whoa,
that supports their
wait.
pre-existing
Let's check something.
anti-intellectual worldview. Any giant remains that were given to the Smithsonian were not the remains of giants, they were the remains of Native Americans. And so the
Okay.
Smithsonian, being a reputable
And then-
institution, wasn't going to be like, here, random farmer in Iowa, why don't you just have these
Settings,
human remains
settings.
back? The fact that anyone
Okay, so
thinks
my
this is a mystery
light
is the
is
most
yellow,
ironic thing I've
so-
ever heard in my fucking life.
Okay.
Next video.
So this
They're
is my
terrace
light.
farms. I've been there. Fuck off.
After the giant bones
Right.
discovered all over the place,
That
Later.
never happened.
historical evidence, the Smithsonian, them
And
involved.
then
We're citing an
my
article from a satirical news
be like
website.
purple
We also
or
have the
something.
pyramids in Bosnia that they say is pseudo-archaeological.
It is. The Bosnian pyramid has been repeatedly excavated and proven to just be a natural feature. The man who discovered it is not an archaeologist, but a businessman. And so he turned it into a tourist trap to pick the pockets of gullible anti-establishment morons.
But it's a pyramid complex and it's pyramid shaped. Same thing with
The complex is a series of hills,
Soft
and they
light.
look the
Soft
same
light
because
is
they
way
all
good.
experience the same geologic processes. And noting that something is shaped like is not proof of anything. For example, your head is shaped like a
Soft
brain from the
light.
inside of it.
The pyramids in China, which they
I
say
really
are
like
just
soft
simply
light. It's,
mounds.
it's
These are also
soft,
mountains.
as the name
Layers
suggests.
of
So it's
stratigraphy in
really
the
cool.
images you are showing.
This is right out of George Orwell. If they bury and hide your past, you don't really know true history. Then you don't really know what's going on in the present, and then they can dictate to you what happens in the future.
The irony of you invoking George Orwell, the author of one of the most famous books on totalitarianism and disinformation, to justify yourself poisoning the minds of the enlightened world is so beautifully ironic, I don't even think I have to offer a commentary on it. Next video.
Oh yeah, by the way, if y'all are wondering, I don't have.
Oh my god.
Uh,
In the speech, it is some notes that Lincoln made after visiting Niagara.
I don't really
Notes
have
that
a.
some conspiracy theorists don't shut the fuck up about it. But Shane, did you even bother to read it? Do you want your audience to read it and be able to interpret what it says? Or do you just expect them,
Like pen, like the thing with the pen that when you press it harder, it's darker. Whatever the hell that's called, pen. I forgot what that's called, but like I don't have that because I'm using a universal stylus because I lost my stylus twice. Yikes. Which is big yikes.
When Columbus first sought this continent, when Adam first came from the hands of his maker,
You know what? Sure. Okay, it gives it the imperfections give it personality. Trust, tiwala. Oh yeah, by the way, look at
older than the first man,
that's my reference image for what's gonna be seen on the stream. Like obviously it's gonna like shift around a bit, but like as you can see, these two are not really gonna be seen on stream, so I'm not gonna really like put much detail into them. But like everywhere else is like free reign. Haha, rain. Okay.
My man was in awe of nature. At this time, mammoths and mastodons were actually a fairly new discovery. So what Lincoln is actually doing here is like citing pretty much cutting edge science for the day. So how fucking dare you twist the good word of honest aid to support your anti-establishment bullshit? You could have literally read 2 sentences to check this, Shane. Holy fuck! Your lack of due diligence is an insult to the intelligence of not only your viewers, but the entire human race.
We have Marco Polo talking about dragons.
Good for him. I've also talked about dragons. Next video.
Okay, so this is out of a newspaper.
That's somewhat based on some of the shading on Minecraft shelves.
The job of
Just because I feel like.
now is selling newspapers. I cannot
Like, let's assume that the light source is coming from here. Like that's the light source. Okay.
have you ever wondered
So like the ones near to the middle.
tracts of the country being plowed into farmland?
You know what? I feel like I should have separated the layers of the like shadowy bits and the like everything else. But like, no, So you like to change that, it's fine.
Mounds were being plowed down to turn into farms. So these idiots collected the bones and made up big fish stories so they could sell them for lots of money and get their names in fucking newspapers. You also ever wonder why that height of giant discoveries came to an end? Because it became illegal to pilfer Native American graves and trade their bones like fucking Pokemon cards. Shane, did you know that Native American bones were first classed as artifacts and specific legislation had to be passed to class them as human remains? You get that?
What the fuck?
Not classed as human remains?
Wow, it's totally like it's my first time watching this, but I feel like I've watched this before. I'm pretty sure I've watched this before, but like.
The problem is the goddamn trans kid playing fucking tennis.
Smithsonian comes around, of course, and collects all that.
Why the fuck would the Smithsonian Institution return human remains to some random guy that pilfered a grave? The reason none of these giant discoveries went anywhere, Shane, is because they didn't fucking exist. If you were trying to tell me that every single giant discovery was real, and that somehow the Smithsonian managed to hunt down and destroy every single one, and that's why you can't point at a single example of anything
Something's
today,
kinda wrong.
with reality. Next one.
Okay, not a good question.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Conspiracy theorists won't trust a vaccine, but they'll believe a video like this. You don't need me to say anything here. Next video.
They're calling it an ancient volcano,
That would be because it is.
and 3 million years old. Both of those things I don't quite subscribe to.
Of course you don't, because that would require actually challenging your worldview. You just choosing not to believe something doesn't make it not true.
When is the last time you've
Real
seen
shit. Real shit.
perfect hexagonal?
Hang on, I'm gonna plug in my laptop.
It's called columnar jointing. It happens when magma cools under
I'm
specific
gonna
conditions.
pause.
You find
Oh, okay. Okay, this one. Okay, let's continue.
all over the world.
Continuing on.
There are some people out there who have studied this phenomenon and can explain to you perfectly how it happens. Now, I'm not going to
Geologer.
When was the last time you've seen magma do something like this? Was a legitimate question and not just an argument from incredulity, then you could have Googled this yourself and learned all about it in like 3 fucking minutes.
This is the inside of plants, the inside of a tree.
Oh my god. A thing looking like another thing is not evidence of jack or shit. They also don't even really look all that similar. But most importantly, Shane, if columnar jointing were the remains of giant trees, it would be made of petrified wood. Every single example of this in the world is made out of igneous volcanic rock. The giant tree stump thing is profoundly stupid from just a logical point of view, but the process that you were explaining is not even geologically possible.
In Antarctica too, so they really were all around the world.
Yes, Shane, there are volcanoes all around the world. Next video.
Hold on, so see, it's nothing but wood.
This is a sedimentary rock. Yeah, it kind of looks like petrified wood, but why the fuck would a giant tree stump have 2 perfectly clean planes of cleavage like 6 inches apart?
So to be clear,
Sure.
it doesn't necessarily prove anything.
Yeah, Shane, that's actually a fucking understatement.
By the way, I actually have a coffee table petrified wood tree stump.
Honestly, dude, that's actually a pretty fucking cool coffee table.
My question is, how did a wooden tree turn to stone?
Through a process called mineralization. A tree gets covered in mud or ash and minerals slowly replace the natural material of the wood. If you were
Oh, that's good to know.
to learn about this process, you could type the question you just asked into Google instead of just directing it into an echo chamber filled with science deniers.
But it was petrified. It definitely wasn't at one point growing in silica based, right?
Oh, what? Did he just imply that the tree was a silica-based life form? Oh my god, that is... I don't even have anything to say to that. That is... wow. Okay, next topic, Grand Canyon.
That sounds so
It's a
stupid.
pretty significant part of the Grand Canyon that is considered a no-go zone, completely off limits to the public.
Yes, I did know that. It is the Grand Canyon. It is both very dangerous and completely full of immensely stupid tourists. Between 10 and 15 people die at the Grand Canyon every single year. The fact that parts of it are closed to the public should not be a surprise to anybody.
Now, the official story is that it has to do with indigenous land burials, uranium something, and of course, public safety.
Oh my god, indigenous land burials. Hey, Native Americans, I know that the civilization that we're a part of has been, responsible for the dispossession and massacre of...
Helicopter, helicopter.
You know that, like,
I
tiny
know it.
sliver of sacred land that we gave you down at the
This
very
is
bottom of the
random.
Grand Canyon? I but could you like open that up?
So boring talking to myself.
Oh, why do you have to do that? Well, you see, Shane here, he thinks that you might be hiding something from him. What was the second thing he said?
Uranium something.
Uranium something. Uranium mining, Shane. There were uranium mines in the Grand Canyon, and so they closed the uranium mines because they don't want people going in the fucking uranium mines. And of course, public safety. Shane, I want you to do something for me. I want you to open a new tab and I want you to type in Grand Canyon Death Map. You'll find this really nice interactive ArcGIS map that someone made that shows every single death in the Grand Canyon. I want you to spend like a good 15-20 minutes reading through some of the stories of the 770 deaths in the Grand Canyon, and then try to
Damn.
with that smug-ass tone about public safety.
No, I don't know that this is a genuine image of the Grand Canyon.
Wow, your research process must be exhausting. Fucking hats off.
There's reports that are completely unconfirmed of ancient Egyptian artifacts being found there.
Unconfirmed doesn't even begin to cover it. There have been no Egyptian artifacts discovered in the Grand Canyon. This fucking claim also dates back to rag tabloid newspapers that wanted to make more money. Shane, you are speaking into an echo chamber of anti-establishment science deniers. Do you really think that saying unconfirmed reports absolves you of responsibility for poisoning their minds with your fucking lies? Oh my god, next video. Looks like is not evidence of jet. Why am I even explaining this one to you? Next fucking video, let's talk about pyramids.
All over the world. Amazing thing we cannot do today.
We could absolutely build these today, son. The reason similar structures are all over the world is not because they had contact with each other. It's because before the invention of fucking steel, the easiest way to make a building that's really tall is to make a base that's really wide and a top that's a lot smaller. It is architectural convergent evolution. Oh wait, you don't believe in that either, so what the fuck am I even talking about?
There even may be one of these, well, officially there isn't, on, in Antarctica, of course, officially there isn't, but there is that one mountain that really looks like it.
You said it yourself. Do I need to even add anything here?
But I got in trouble, actually, for talking about pyramids on here the other day when I mentioned in Bosnia that there could be a complex of them.
Wow, it must be hard to be so impressed. It is not a pyramid, it is a mountain that a businessman opened a tourist trap on in order to trick anti-establishment morons into giving him money.
And they said this is false information, it's pseudo-archaeology.
Yes, that's because it is. Next video.
Each of these sites has 3 pyramids laid out to represent Orion's belt.
There is no hard archaeological evidence to suggest that any of these 3 sites are intentionally laid out to represent Orion's belt. Yeah, it kind of looks like it, but as we've talked about, looks like is not evidence of fucking anything.
And when you connect them, you get Orion's belt all over again.
The Great Pyramids in Egypt were built 4,500 years ago. The Pyramids of Xi'an were built 2,200 years ago, and the Pyramids at Teotihuacan were built 1,900 years ago. At best, these pyramids were each built hundreds of years apart, and at worst, they weren't even built in the same fucking millennium. What you've done here is taken 3 sites that each have 3 buildings that bear superficial similarities to each other, that were all built for completely different reasons, by 3 completely different civilizations, between hundreds and thousands of years apart, drawn a fucking line between them and said, hey, it kind of looks like Orion's belt. Fucking groundbreaking research there, Galileo.
I'll never forget the kid who put together constellations on a map and then overlaid it with known
Yeah,
in
to
South America and discovered
vids.
an ancient pyramid site somewhere in South America that aligned with a constellation.
That never happened. The story that Shane is very poorly quoting here is from 2016. This 15-year-old kid came up with the theory that the locations of Mayan cities corresponded to the constellations, and he used this hypothesis to predict the location of a new archaeological site, believing that 2 known sites near it corresponded to a 3-star constellation, and that the city corresponding to the 3rd star just hadn't been discovered yet. The way that Shane phrased this implies that it worked, and that they found an archaeological site there. But that is a lie. An archaeological dig done at this site yielded no significant findings, and the structure...
Ooh, no significant. That's a research thing. I'm such a nerd. Why am I a nerd?
Like genuinely, that kid's fucking going places. But Shane, of course, is not sharing this story.
At least that kid is good at pattern recognition.
He's sharing it
I fear.
biases of his anti-establishment audience.
Listen to that.
Video.
Do you hear that? No.
The ancient Egyptians had nowhere near enough knowledge of the Earth's surface to be able to calculate something like this. And if the center of Earth's landmass had been somewhere else, would they have moved to build the pyramids there? No, it's a fucking coincidence. I also have no idea what these fucking...
It's a quinkydink.
The reason they didn't type this this number into Google.
Why did I put huge ass shelves here again?
The basic Khafre's pyramid is
Because I feel like this is a bit overkill of the space. But that's fine. We're gonna put a bunch of trinkets here anyways.
established moments ago by measuring something in cubits that the ancient Egyptians did not use the metric system. There is no way in hell the ancient Egyptians knew at the speed of light.
So-
The two numbers don't even line up all that well. They use a modern flat coordinate system where
Okay.
0 is based in
I'm trying to think of like how it would look like.
I just realized Shane doesn't even appear in this video until the very end, and it's just to promote his rumble, so I have nothing to say about this next. A montage of OSHA violations does not make the construction of the pyramids a mystery. We have extensive evidence that they built the pyramids with pulleys and ramps. I'd play more of this video, but it's just a montage.
Yes, because we learned that in 6th grade science.
It wasn't until the 90s that an excavation crew actually went and said,
Man, I probably sound like an insane person to my
It
mom.
wasn't.
and when they started excavating, they found huge limestone blocks.
Because this is a mountain made of limestone. The limestone has a natural cleavage that it
It's
breaks
common sense.
weathered. The site has been studied by both archaeologists and geologists. It is a mountain, not a pyramid.
But this pyramid
Nini.
as the Egyptian pyramid.
Because the ones in Egypt are pyramids, and this one is a mountain.
Look, so they used a form of sonography to basically beam frequencies into the earth to paint back a picture of what it looks like. And it's stepped like that.
Yes, because it is a mountain made of layers of limestone. This image that you're showing also isn't what they found. Sonography might get you a lot of points in Scrabble, but it won't make this a real image. This is a mock-up made by the businessman who opened this tourist trap to make gullible, anti-establishment people go, whoa, and give him free advertising on fucking Instagram Reels.
The tallest of these network of pyramids, by the way, the Bosnian pyramid is not just one, it's actually three. The thing is with these Bosnian pyramids, though, is that there's actually three of them. There's the Pyramid of the Sun, which is the tallest, and then there's the Moon Pyramid and the Earth Pyramid.
It is part of a mountain range.
The Egyptian pyramids are carbon dated at 4,500 years old. The Bosnian pyramids carbon dated to be at least 30,000 years old.
I think it would be an insult to all of your intelligence to explain why that is fucking insane, and so we're gonna just move right on to the next one.
So the Eye of
Wait.
Horus, which is carved into
Sir,
stone in
what
nature,
am I gonna search again?
things to do with well-being,
These
health,
two backgrounds.
that it is a symbol symbolizing a cross-section of the brain.
No, it symbolizes the Eye of Horus.
And the eye being the thalamus gland, and the pituitary gland and the pineal gland being right next to it. So ancient Egyptians knew about the pineal gland.
The ancient Egyptians thought that the heart was the source of consciousness, which is why they preserved it in canopic jars during the mummification process. During this mummification process, the ancient Egyptians would also smash a hook through your nose, scramble your brains, pull them out, and throw them away. So even if they did know what the pineal gland was, they didn't really seem to give that much of a fuck. Okay, next, Tartaria.
Buildings like this are buried under several meters of mud.
Yeah, no, let's try and redraw some of the stuff that I wanna put here.
Wrapped around the metal scaffold.
Like put little thumbnail thingies of thingies. Thumbnail thingies of the things with the footage.
Holy Christ. Shane, those aren't even ruins. It's a retaining wall to keep the street from collapsing. Here's another photo of it. Do you think they would just...
Oh yeah, by the way, I am planning to like
buildings next to
have this background on me for like most of the time, so like it's gonna you're gonna see it.
Get out there, goddammit.
Like I'm gonna
Historians are calling it a
yeah, I'm gonna set it up like
They aren't.
sort of like
They're calling it a
this.
retaining wall. But this guy is saying
Or
this
like
is what
yeah,
historians
no.
are saying.
I have no idea what I'm saying at this point.
Supports your pre-existing anti-establishment biases.
This was dug up in Germany.
Okay, I searched for the source of this image for like 2 fucking hours. I've only seen it posted from completely unreliable sources and attributed as being a tower found in all sorts of different locations. So I looked at it for a while and I'm like 98% sure that this is just an AI generated image. I have a hunch that this is going to just be more and more of a problem for the job I do here, y'all. That these fucking bozos can just make an AI image that's pretty fucking convincing, and I have to waste my time trying to find the source of it when there's no fucking source. In conclusion, no, L plus ratio plus AI image, fuck off.
People suggest that there's some sort of flood that buried another civilization that the history books don't mention too much.
Next video, let's talk about Easter Island.
Which to me indicates obviously something stopped them midway.
Yeah, they
Ooh,
realized
that's
they
so
were
clean.
tons and
So
decided to make a
clean.
smaller one that would be easy to move.
But like this,
Next
it's too
video.
big.
Well, I just found out that there's a lost kingdom of Guj in Tibet.
That's pretty cool.
What do they eat?
Barley, yak meat and milk, other stuff.
What do they do?
Buddhism, mostly.
What do they carve in the stone?
This, next video.
Another example of extremely interesting, intricate, and ancient and cool.
Oh yeah, cause
yeah,
that's why. Okay.
Here's a video of someone doing things like this today. L plus ratio plus soft hands plus skilling.
Precise.
Okay, next video.
That's way better. Okay. Let's. You know what? Let's include this into the.
This place is called Sasralinga, and it is a well-known pilgrimage site in India. The carvings are called lingas, and they're meant to represent Shiva. And these ones were created between the 1670s and 1720s. So it's not really that ancient, and it's definitely not important considering it is a different place of worship. This probably looks like when Christopher Columbus landed in America. Wow, there's all these mysterious and never-before-seen places just waiting for me to discover.
So
Next
like
video.
make it a bit bigger so that
They're at the height of science and technology.
it can be
Hundreds of
seen.
thousands of people are listening to me speak through a
It'll be a bit more
definitely
obvious, I guess.
technology.
No, that won't work. Okay. Let's do the same method here. Like we're just doing the outlines anyway.
Boy, you guys don't need me for this. You fucking kidding me? Next video, come on.
Have you heard of the falling block of Wyoming? It's an interesting anomaly, a natural rock formation. A 75-foot tall, nearly perfect cube of natural stone appears to have grown.
I forgot to put
Hey,
that
you know what? You
there.
got it, Shane. You're actually getting pretty good at this. Next video.
I can tell you that there is a way this was built that was not with slaves and whips and chains and all that.
Yeah, they were called artisans and craftspeople.
Something a lot more advanced. But they obviously don't want the word getting out about that, otherwise it would be taught in schools because it is known how they build these.
Yeah, it is. There was artisans and craftspeople working really hard. I just said that. Also, don't blame school for not teaching you this. You know that we're genuinely listening to the fucking swan song of civilized society where people are like, you know my fucking high school English teacher who got paid $40,000 a year and had to buy her own pencils? They're the enemy! School had a lot more pressing things to teach you than the mechanics of building this temple, Shane. But thankfully for you, this is why schools have libraries. So that if there's things the teachers aren't teaching you that you want to learn about, you can go there on your own time and learn about them yourself. Now, Shane, it seems that you may not have utilized that resource a whole hell of a lot while you were in school, but don't fret. There are libraries all over for big kids. You could go there right now and learn whatever you want. I'm not asking that of you. I'm telling you, please, for fuck's sake.
You ever thought about how insane some of this is?
True.
We could not do today, we are not doing today, we're incapable of doing today.
Oh my god.
The
Shane.
problem is I don't have
Time
many
and
local
I want you to go up to like a
libraries, so it's a shame for me.
who's fueled by fucking
Honestly.
iced coffee and American Spirit blacks, and tell him to his face that he's capable of doing something like this. I promise you, it'll go really well.
The technology that it took to build these,
Okay,
which was not hammer and
so that is
I can tell you that
cleanish,
fully known
and
and
then
fully
color
Yes,
dodge,
Shane, it's called having a work ethic, becoming a master of your craft, and working together as a community towards a common goal. No lasers, no harmonic frequencies, just talented fucking people. The fact that you don't get this speaks volumes. And boom, speedrun is done. Holy shit. It's not much of a speedrun. Nothing's ever a speedrun. Who the fuck am I kidding? Okay, I need to catch my breath, take a fucking breather, and figure out how to tie this all together. So while I do that, please enjoy this final montage of Shane Vibe's Truth Conspiracyisms.
If this is true, this would change the entire official story of how history unfolded. You can see where I'm going with this.
I can't imagine believing the complete official narrative.
Although I am hesitant to accept generally the official thing, official explanation, the official story said that there are no pyramids there, so I'm not going to talk about that. The reason we don't know about them is because they're not really preferred to be discussed on platforms like this. Now, if they can fib to us about the news and what happened yesterday, imagine how bad history is. They want to sell fake history books. I'm not buying it. The records are completely kept. They know exactly how they did it.
So with that being said, how much of our history do we really know? And what's true and what's false? I'll see you in
Iran. Total free speech over there. Don't have to bite your words, bite your tongue. And in fact, many people are talking about certain conflicts in the Middle East maybe actually will feed the world. You can see where things get a little bit sketchy. There's documentaries on this that have been banned.
and they want you to calcified, dumb, docile, weak, and unwell. Stimulate your pineal gland. That's why I'm always talking about pineal glands and decalcifying them. You may experience enhanced spiritual awareness, not to mention mental clarity, even psychic capabilities, but not if your pineal gland's calcified. Decalcify the pineal gland, that could be considered in contravention to the official narrative. Of course, this is all debunked, but it does leave people wondering still.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have too much more to say on this.
My days.
I think you guys all get the point. I mean, you don't need me to tie this in a nice little bow for you, but there is one person that we still need to talk to. So Shane, you can come back in now. Hi Shane, welcome back. And I hope that you had a good time finding this in the timeline and zipping over to it. I'm sure that all of this has been a fucking roller coaster for you. You didn't ask for any of this, this sort of just happened to you. I know that you got a family and you got kids, and I'm sure that this has just been a huge amount of added stress. But I don't do any of this to crucify you or cancel you.
Oh my days,
Because
it's
I
so
have
good.
genuine concerns. I think it's safe to say that if I'm going to be able to get through to you, I would have already done it in these videos. If none of that got through to you, there is nothing I can say right now that will. And I want to add that if your radio silence here is you genuinely taking some time for reflection, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, commend you for it. It is never easy to receive criticism, especially harsh.
Oh wait, that's so good though. That looks so good. It looks 3D. Somehow. I have no idea how. Okay, so we're gonna add video game merch. Okay. Let's use this. Okay.
Talk about a lot of problems. The death of our planet, the stratification of
You know what? I'm gonna trace over them. High key. Because that might look kind of funny. Wait, no. Let's do the books first. Okay. Percy Jackson.
Who benefits what you are saying? Because while many of your concerns are valid, the things you are saying are doing nothing except upholding a system that you claim to despise. I think one of the best examples of this is a topic of yours that we haven't covered at all in these videos yet. And that is, wouldn't you know, climate change.
Climate change?
You say that it's our
Climate change?
we should be the stewards of it, all of which I completely agree with, and yet you are constantly pushing pseudoscience climate change denial. In fact, the last video currently posted by you about 7 or 8 days ago now is you doing exactly that. It's you talking about a Daily Mail article complaining about Al Gore and climate alarmism. As funny as it is for a guy who doesn't trust the mainstream sources to be citing the Daily Mail, there's something much more important I want to get to about this. Have you ever stopped to think who benefits from climate change denial? Think about it for a second. It's not you. It's not me. It's not any of us. It's the elites. It's the system. It's the corporations. You don't deny climate change because you just have a better understanding of climate systems than tens of thousands of independent scientists. You deny climate change because you've been told to. You claim to be aware of the corporate-controlled media and the ones pulling the strings behind the curtain to push their own agenda. And yet you obediently regurgitate propaganda spread by corporate news networks funded by oil executives, specifically designed to undermine the public's trust in climate research. And it worked, Shane. It tricked you. They waited for you to open your third eye, and then they fucking poisoned it. You blindly regurgitate all of the climate denial that you see without even bothering to think that it comes from news sources funded by oil dollars, and how they are financially invested in climate change denial.
Let's
Also,
make this
Shane,
a
something I
folder.
forgot to say. I want you to take a really good look at how many weather conspiracies you talk about. You're constantly fear-mongering about the fucking hurricanes and the floods and all that shit, which is gross on its own because these are events that people like fucking die in. So using it as propaganda for your own personal gain is something I'd expect out of a fucking politician. But either way, when you look at all of these events, you always draw it back to some sort of weather manipulation technology. Do you see the irony here, Shane? How do you believe in weather manipulation technology, but you don't believe in climate change? The things that you're fucking looking at are the result of climate change. It literally, that is what is happening in front of you. There is science backing it up, like tons of fucking evidence. This is why I have a hard time believing that you're going to be able to change your opinion about anything when presented complete with evidence of it, because you literally are looking at the results of climate change happening right in front of you, and you're saying it's a fucking, like, weather laser or some shit like that. Fucking A, do you not see how this only benefits the ruling class? You are literally enabling them to continue fucking our planet because you're regurgitating the propaganda that they fed you. God damn. Okay, back to whatever I was saying in this part. I don't fucking remember anymore. And while you sit here smugly spreading anti-science, climate change denial propaganda, fracking wells poison the water of American farmers, and hundreds of thousands of acres of pristine land are opened to drilling and mining, the things you are saying, Shane, are allowing this to happen. You call yourself a steward of the natural world, and yet the things you are saying are actively covering for the people that are destroying it. And this is a perfect example of the beautiful irony in your content. You claim to fight against the system and to be the underdog, but the underlying message of nearly every single thing you say does nothing but serve the dominant system of power. You claim to hate the power that the elites have over us, and yet you support ICE disappearing people, literally the stormtroopers that enforce the whims of the ruling class by threatening us with violence. You claim to be able to see how identity politics just divides us, and then you dabble in homophobia and transphobia, which is like the most textbook example of fabricated outrage by the ruling class. They are telling you to be mad at an already marginalized group so that you don't get mad at them. I want you to ask yourself, who does it really benefit when I make videos complaining about immigrants or fucking gay people? Is this message helping break the wheel of the system of power, or am I now becoming part of that wheel and directing my anger at a group that they have arbitrarily told me are the enemy? When it all comes down to it, Shane, we're all the exact fucking same. One of the most genius strategies of the ruling class that they've used pretty much forever is distracting you from how much you're being fucked by pointing you at a group that's being fucked more than you. And it's really easy to punch down. You're also right about something else, Shane. There is an us and a them. But the them is not immigrants or trans people or the Jews. We are the us, the 99.9%. The them is the 0.1%. The blood-sucking parasites of our labor. The politicians, the lobbyists, the oil executives, the CEOs, the banks, the mortgage brokers, the real estate investors, I could go on and fucking on. They are tearing our world apart and feasting on the remains. They are literally banning books. They are rewriting our history in our museums. They're taking away the healthcare for our veterans and building gold-plated fucking ballrooms. Look around you, Shane. Do you see what is happening? It's not a secret anymore. There is no invisible shadow government. It's just the actual fucking government. It's happening right in front of you, and they're not even hiding it. It used to
This is why I watch this guy.
sit down your back and tell you it's raining, but they aren't even doing that anymore. They're pissing on your face and telling you that it's piss. And you're sitting there soaked in fucking piss complaining about gender-neutral bathrooms and vaccines or some shit. The hardest thing for a person to do is admit that they've been pissed on. Sometimes it's easier to sit there soaked than it is to,
It looks so silly. I love it.
the dominant thing that is keeping the system of power in place right now is how many people are sort of experiencing this sunk cost fallacy. That if they're going to admit that they were tricked now, they're going to have to admit they were tricked for a really long time. And that is a really hard thing to do. I totally understand it. But as much as I can't believe I'm saying this, Shane, I think your heart's in the right place. I just think that you've been taken advantage of. And I now see you taking advantage of other people. But I don't know if you know that you're doing it. And so I'm telling you this to try and give you the opportunity to hold up the mirror and maybe be able to course correct. I'm not asking for some public apology or some big show of having changed. I just want you to show it through your actions. We don't need a video of you washing the piss off. We just want to see a video where you're in clean clothes. An important question that I want you to reflect on are the words of the legendary Pete Seeger, who I think you could actually benefit from listening to some of his music. I think it could give you an important perspective on what the real problems are. But what I want you to ask yourself is, which side are you on? You've spread propaganda that allows oil executives to continue the rape of our planet. Propaganda that allows people to be detained by the elite's fucking Gestapo and held with no due process. Propaganda that has
Okay, and then next is the empires, the like buildings and stuff.
I
Okay,
personally believe that it is
so
not too
orange. We're going back to a base of orange, but a bit more orange,
for this propaganda.
and then
Tricked. You understand it better than most people do, and I firmly believe that if you take the time to actually do your research,
And then
valuable position as a communicator to be able to show people what the real fucking problems are. I'm not asking you to become like a climate justice crusader or, you know, participate in your local fucking pride parade, but I'm just asking you to direct your energy at things that are more productive. The following that you have online is a huge responsibility, Shane. And genuinely, as a man to a man, I want to see you do better. What happens next, Shane, is up to you. The choice is yours. You can keep fighting for them, or you can fight with the rest of us. You just need to ask yourself, which side am I on? Myself and all of us are watching you, Shane. I genuinely think that you can do this, and I wish you the best of luck. Oh man, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this fucking video. Why did I do this? I'm so excited to make a video about literally anything fucking else. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please, for God's sake, make sure to leave an interaction. It costs you absolutely nothing and helps these videos do better in the algorithm, which allows me to continue making them for free here on YouTube. If you enjoyed binge watching this series while you play video games or do your laundry or something, I have plenty
I'm drawing.
So why let the binge stop here? And if you have friends that do the same thing, which let's be honest, you absolutely do, I'd love if you could share this video with them. It helps the channel out a lot, and then you'll have something to chat about next time you see each other. Would also love if you guys wanted to check out some of this here merch. Link to that is
I unfortunately do not have any money, or I'm in the US.
the design as part of my pledge to support real human art in the horrible world that we live in. I would also like to give a massive fucking thank you to my editorial team. You guys are fucking amazing. I can't believe that we did this entire project. This was an absolute grind. Y'all have been working on this since May. I've been working on this since May. Every fucking Monday and Friday we're there fucking grinding this shit out, and I cannot believe it's finally done. So please give yourselves a big fucking pat on the back and a sincere, genuine thank you from me and audience as well. I might be the guy in front of the camera, but these videos are only possible because of my immensely dedicated and talented editorial team. So you owe them honestly more of a thank you than you owe me. I'd like to give an extra special thank you to my patrons on Patreon. Patrons get early ad-free access to all of my videos and all the credits to the small amount of contribution. If you'd like to become a patron and support what I do, the link to that is also in the description.
Let's
All right. Wow.
get an airbrush and get the orangey bit.
Remember to stay curious, stay inquisitive, and most importantly, remember which side are you on? My Pokemon has battled hard and returned. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm trying to make a video and people are knocking me out of gyms and shit. This video's off to a bad start. Shit, I don't give a fuck about Photoshop.
Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. And that's fine. That gives it character, I guess. Yeah, no, it's also a bit accurate, I guess. Like, it makes it a bit more desaturated. I have no idea what I'm doing. Blue-green. More blue or more green, or just really dark green. Okay, and then draw really bad waves. Dun, dun. Oh, the voice crack. Wait, what if I just... You know what? I'm just gonna do the lazy artist route. This is oh I just saw. Hi Salman. Hey Salman. Ngayon ko lang to nakita. I'm gonna test that real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna test that real quick. I have no idea what I sound like right now. I have not been listening. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I think that's the voice thingy, the noise suppression. So I can't really be bothered to like fix it. really finicky to. Oh man, my OBS is, yeah, no, it's really finicky to work with right now. I think that's the best I can get right now. So yeah. Okay, let's continue. I find it funny how I'm putting so much effort into my background, even though it's gonna literally only be gonna be seen in this screen. Like, this is the only screen that my background is gonna show up on, and then I'm putting extra effort. I mean, if we ever do just chatting streams, I don't think I'm like. Oh my god, it looks so good! Like. Sounds like your stomach. Damn. That's the only thing I can really say to that. Damn. I'm too lazy to make the waves more detailed right now. So that's the best we're gonna get because I'm too lazy. Ooh, okay. Okay, budget Percy Jackson books. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's find a book stopper. Stopper. Images. Oh, those look so cute! Oh my god, these look so cute. Cat! It's a cat! I'm gonna draw that even though I don't know how to draw a cat! Because I like cat! Cat! Let's put it here. I don't think that makes any significant difference. But like, it looks cool, I guess. Hang on, I'm gonna duplicate the shading. I'm gonna like duplicate the shading stuff. I was moving the wrong layer. I'm gonna duplicate the shading stuff. Like, duplicate layer, and then put it all the way here, so that the books are also affected by the shading. And it looks quite good, I think. It looks quite decent. So I'm gonna stretch this a bit so that it looks like it's also leaning on the wall. And put this in the folder. Like, merge this down, delete, move this all the way. Wait, no, I'm gonna keep it there, so that I'm just gonna merge it down whenever I add a new asset. I'm so smart. My days. Okay, let's add the cat stopper now. Even though I have no idea how to draw cats. It's just a silhouette. It's good. I'm gonna be fine. It's just a silhouette. Shut up. I hate this pain. Iris of Darren. I'm gonna draw cats. Like general shapes first. I mean, this is just gonna be a general shape to me, like in the end anyway. So it's the impression of a cat. It's simply an impression of a cat. It's not an actual cat because I can't draw cats. Cries in an inability to draw cats. I'm totally not platforming right now. Tiwala. That's cat enough. That's cat enough. I have no idea how to draw cats. That looks like a mouse. Okay, that's the closest we're gonna get to that. That's the closest we're gonna get to a cat. Anyways, let's add a bit of extra detail here. Like plus. Oh wait, do I? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do. Wait. Since this is the Percy Jackson shelf, let's add a like blue string, I guess, like a rough approximation for what blue yarn looks like. I'm gonna see, like, and when I do the other assets, like the like the little frame thingy for when I'm gaming and stuff, I'm gonna see if I can what's it called? I'm gonna see if I can make it so that this background follows me, because I'm gonna put a lot of love into this background because I really like the concept, like a bunch of stuff that interests me, and it's all in like one place. Like it's a why did I make that sound? Like it's so cool to me. Stuff, yeah. Yeah, no, it looks wrong, so I'm just gonna put that. That's gonna be its own layer for now, all the decorations and stuff. And now let's move on to our next book series, which will be Heroes of Olympus, which will be on this is a really long shelf, but I feel like with how much I don't really move around much when I'm gaming, so these shelves will just contain like doodles, I guess. So I'm just gonna put like doodles in this at this point. The cat is too black for the background, is barely visible. Oh, noted, thank you. I'm just gonna add some highlights to that so that's a bit more visible, because I do want to see the cat. Ooh, that's too big. Hang on. I did it in the same layer as the book, so I can't really like. I think this is karma for drawing everything in one layer, even though I'm used to it because I'm not really too much of a digital artist nowadays. Yeah, I'm gonna add highlights. Yeah, I'm gonna do it using airbrush. So trapezoid, then I make it a little bit smaller for this side. Oh no, that looks like shit now. There isn't. What's color select? Oh, I don't know, actually. Oh yeah! Oh, I'm stupid. Magic select exists. Is it obvious I haven't drawn much in a while? it's magic select. I just haven't drawn in a while. Okay, thank you, Simon. Okay, yeah, that's a bit better. Like, just so that it stands out a bit more. And it looks, I want it to look a bit fuzzy as well. Because fuzzy is cute. Just define some edge shadows a bit more. I love how out of style this looks in this, which is fine because I like making stuff like different styles because I have different art styles, not gonna lie. Like sometimes it's like really like cartoony, other times it's not and stuff. Also, I exclusively use the ones that don't require like use the brushes that don't require ads because it's a hassle to watch ads. Oh yeah, no, that was stupid. I should have used the erase. I should have just used black straight up because again, all in one layer. Stop forgetting that. Okay, that's I think good. Probably. So wait, no, I'm just gonna use a lasso. I should move this so that I can see it better. Yeah, it's like a bit better. You can see it a bit better. Like it's a bit more contrast. Yeah. Okay. What do I put here? Oh my god, the giant Miku plushie. Hang on, I'm gonna look for that giant Miku plushie. I'm abandoning the books for now. Let's draw Miku plushie. Cause I saw it in like the Project Second movie and I love it so much. So I'm gonna like include that. So I'm gonna put it here. Which Miku plushie do I draw? Let's choose a simple one to draw. Cause I'm cramming this a bit because I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow, and I mean try. This is the most iconic Miku plushie, I think, so let's use this. Oh my days. Okay. So, where do I put it again? Here? Okay. Or a Miku stand. Oh wait, no, Len! Let's put Len. Len figure. Green. Because I do want more Len. Let's make a bigger version of this. This looks simple to draw and it's really cute. Let's make this big boy because Len is cute. His little goober. My little goober. My little goober. Why did I turn into My Little Pony? Anyways, let's draw Kagamina Len.
Beautiful heart, big bone, strong, sharing guys, amazing thing, and magic makes it all complete. My Little Pony. Sorry. Hang on. I'm gonna mute myself while I cough this. You can just guess. Just guess how intense that cough was. Okay. So, Len. Why did I start saying Len early? Len. It's Goober Len. Everyone is Len. Oh, okay. That's not free. Unfortunate. So let's just draw a square. Let's make this very simple. Square, and then turn that off, and then round out the square a bit. It doesn't need to be perfect. The more imperfect it is, the cuter it is. Hopefully. Do you want me to put Teto? I can. I like Teto. I love Teto. Teto's love. I know how to tune Teto and Utao. Because I have a second channel where I post Utao covers. Totally not shameless self promo. You know me already. I like I like shameless self promo. Okay. Okay, and then let's draw the mouth. The cute. Wait, no. Do I draw the mouth first? Wait, that's too sharp of a chin. It's way too sharp of a chin for what we're going for. Like, we're just going for, like, Goober. Channel name of the Indigo. I'm gonna type it in the chat. Indigo. Hehe, shameless self promo that I'm totally not gonna clip later. I've made a few Utao covers, but I haven't made one in like months, probably years at this point. So take that as you will. Also, I might end the stream in like a few minutes because my ate is gonna work and she might get a bit pissed at how much Wi-Fi I will end up using because streaming hogs all the Wi-Fi. That's why I'm gonna continue this tomorrow when there's like literally no one here. Oh, that's shit. So, well, oh. I like the style of this figure. It's so goober. I've already said that already, but it's so cute. Okay, like lighter version of this blue. And then, oh no, let's vary it a bit. I feel like I made that too big. So let's make it. Hi.
May nakalimutan na akong ibigay sa'yo.
Ano? Thank you po. Kaya ka pala nanghingi ng Manila paper.
Naalala mo, sabi ko, di ba, ang aga ko nakabili ng pang regalo sa'yo, December pa lang.
Katago lang. Tapos nakalimutan ko. Yan, dahil dyan. Di ba sabi ko pa nga sa'yo, wala akong pakialam kung hindi yan kasya sa'yo. Basta lang, baby. Mukha ni Patrick. Kaya mo naman. Di ba, pag luta ka minsan sa gano'n. Di ba? O, pamukha mo na si Patrick. Kasya ba? Suot mo nga.
Kasya siguro to eh.
Tignan mo mukha ni Patrick. Lutang moment. Kasi dumadaan lang ako na sa Centro Mall. Tapos nakita ko si Patrick. Wow. Tapos naalala ko, Sisi. May kasya. Kala ko maliit.
Medyo nga ano.
Malawag. At least ano, peace. Narinig ko talaga yung gano'n ni Patrick. Pag naglo-loading siya.
Thank you! Yeah, now I'm ending stream. Because it's you were only now saying that you're tight. Yeah, there's a delay. Anyways, because I have it on normal latency. Anyways, I shall go now. Because yes, bye chat.